people's main event right here. Davey Grant versus Louis Smolka. AJ, first and foremost, how does Davey Grant not walk away with 50K right here? How do they not both walk away with the 50K fight of the night? That is my number one question, because Davey Grant put on a performance, brother. This dude is on the latter half of his 30s. He is closer to 40 than is comfortable for anybody to talk about. And he fought a young Louis Smolka, a young Hawaiian who had only been knocked out, once before, twice before, maybe? And he did something despicable to the man. He just beat him up and down. He boxed him up for 3 rounds. But AJ, Smolka came back in that second round and he showed that Hawaiian heart right there. He showed some of that I don't even know what you call it, man, but he showed some resilience. He showed some intensity, and he kind of evened up the significant strikes, even though Davey Grant was kind of piecing him up for a bit. By the time the fight ended, 81 significant strikes for Davey Grant, 71 for Louis Smolka. So there was definitely a major comeback on the Smolka side. But brother, the one thing that really confused me is that, given that Smolka is so good on the ground, and Davey Grant is really good on the ground too, right? I thought Smolka would try to attack the ground a little bit more, you know what I mean? Try to go, shoot for the takedown, go for the back, do something. Instead, he chose to have a kickboxing match, and he chose to pull a Alexander Rakic and not check a single kick. Brother, how impressive was Davey Grant here?
Man, on the latter side of 30, this dude is looking fucking fierce, bro. Yeah. Fierce out there, and willing to stand in the face of trouble. What's the word I'm trying to say, man? Exhilarance, whatever the word is. Davey Grant was looking incredible, absolutely out there, wild, still strong, still wiry, still has all the aspects that we love about Davey Grant, but you can see him getting better, and which is still mind-blowing, man. And credit to Louis Smolka as well, because you do need that good of a dance partner to have the same kind of fight, because I agree with you. They might not have gotten the 50K bonus in front of the media, but I guarantee Uncle Dana's throwing some kickback their way, because that was one hell of a scrap. I was very excited to watch it. I even had to watch it again just because I was doing some stuff at the time, so I wasn't able to get the full thing, man. But I had to go back and watch the Smolka fight, or the Davey Grant Smolka fight, because it was a lot of fun. I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say, because of the fact that they didn't get the money, man. That was a good fight.
Yeah, man, I'm shell shocked myself right there, given that they didn't get a 50K bonus, because Davey Grant, I think, is one of the nicest guys in MMA, first and foremost, man, and he brings it every single time. Like, he comes to fight. Name a boring Davey Grant fight. You can't, because he doesn't just sit there and play chess with you. You know what I mean? He goes there. I mean, he does play chess, but it's the most violent chess that you've ever seen in your life. Here's the thing about Davey Grant. The thing that I thought was interesting is that coming into this fight, yeah, he's had a couple of finishes recently, right? But you can't let that get into your head too much. You can't decide fights for that reason. So he got the back-to-back TKOs over Martin Day and Jonathan Martinez, loses a decision to Chito Vera, loses a split decision to Adrian Yanez, but then comes back and TKOs Louis Smolka, brother. Like, that's what's so impressive to me, just because it's like, all right, you're now later. So you're how old? 36 years old, right? And you're now becoming a finisher in your career? Like, that's kind of weird. It's kind of like the Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira. It's like age like fine wine, like vino right there. Either way, man, I do think that it is very important to note that for Davey Grant, this is his 4th career knockout. 4th career knockout. Brother has 20 fights, and this is his 4th career knockout. So you got to love to see it, because at the end of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 3 of his 4 knockouts in his career have come in the last 5 fights. Shout out to Davey Grant. Ever dangerous, always dangerous. But once again, Louis Smolka, he was the correct dance partner here. He showed how tough he was. And honestly, I think he would have willed through that fight if his leg didn't give out on him. I think that was literally it. Like, you saw that last kick. He tried to like step on that left leg, and it just couldn't. So this is a thought experiment right here, AJ. If I said, all right, I'm like, do you know who Mr. Beast is on YouTube? The big dude throws all the money and all that good stuff. I got money like him, right? Let's just say hypothetically, I got all this money like him, and I say, AJ, brother, I'm gonna put on a competition. You got to eat 10 leg kicks by Davey Grant, flush, no check, and I'm gonna give you $1 million at the end of the day. Do you think that your leg will be able to handle 10 leg kicks? And, listen, Smolka had all that adrenaline going, all that, man. I just think that's his ultimate torture chamber right there. It's just a leg kick, straight on the calf, every single time. What do you make of it?
Man, straight. Those are the ones that actually hurt, and the ones you feel while it's going down, man. I guess my only question is good knee, bad knee. That way, if I can sacrifice the bad knee for the destruction that's about to come, and just let it happen, man. Because that's like you said, that's a penalty. That's a punishment right there. Yeah. Just no checking leg kicks. and we still see people that choose not to do it in the fight game for whatever crazy ass reason, man. But yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know what this reminded me of a little bit too before we get off topic on this one? Davey Grant's leg kicks performance on Louis Smolka, which he kind of went away from for a little while, but then he came back to it in round 3. It reminded me of Jose Aldo versus Uriah Faber, when Aldo was just eating up Faber's leg, but it wasn't his calf, it was his thigh, and he was just eating that thing up, man, because Smolka's leg looked like elephantitis, bro. It looked disgusting, and I'm sure that it looks probably even worse right now that he's recovering and all that good stuff, but listen, man, I don't even want it's too graphic of images right there. Davey Grant, ever dangerous, TKO round 3. You have to love it. Dana, if you're listening to this right now, and you know you are, you need to give the man some money. Let's just leave it at that. Give the man some money and call it a day.